we're starting off the week in a good way.
With a new phone.
Kind of a good way. Well, a lot of people would be very, very excited about this. My phone has not been wanting to keep battery power at all. I literally will have to keep the cord. This is what, an iPhone 6.
6, but it's like when the iPhone 6s first came out.
Yeah. So
I bought that.
Yes.
And so it's been around
was Kevin's phone.
Yeah, and then I've gone through one upgrade.
Yeah, and I've kept this.
Because she's tight and doesn't want to spend the money because they're expensive.
They're extremely expensive.
Yeah.
But this one, I'll tell you about that in just a minute. This one, I take the cord wherever I go. When we're in the car, I'm using Kevin's
It's
cord.
ridiculous.
When I'm in the bedroom, I'm using a cord. My bike, my exercise bike has a place for a cord. Guess what? It stays plugged in the entire time.
And she still ends up with 20% battery.
Because if I use it for any length of time, it just dies on me. Many nights I've been laying in the bed and I'll go from 80% to looking at just a few Snapchats and it'll just completely die. So I got to the point where it's like, I'm going to have to buy one. And Kevin had told me that it was going to be very expensive. This ended up being
$600.
I thought it was $550.
Then they have that upgrade fee and taxes.
Upgrade fee.
Yeah, they always do that.
Okay, well, I didn't know about any of that.
I didn't tell her that because she would say, no, I'll just live with what I have. I was going to spend $800 if it took it to get her a new phone.
I think $600 is
ridiculous. But you know what? Nowadays,
and how do people do that? How do people
they put on a payment plan. You pay $20 a month and $25 a month.
See, we already have 2 phones on a payment plan, so I don't want to add any other phone to our payment plan. We're already paying every month for Kevin's phone, and we're paying every month for Ashley's phone. And I think so. Our phone bill's already high enough.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I agree.
But if you couldn't be on a payment plan, nobody would be able to afford a phone.
Unless they just had money saved up, which is what we do.
So this is my new phone. And
you should have a chip.
A chip?
Oh no, I guess they already put it in the phone.
It should be a white phone with
it's a 7.
Silver on the back. And I like the white. I could have picked any color that I wanted. Kevin showed me rose gold and I like the white one, and I like the white too. I never thought I would like it, but I had a white one in the past. I like it because Kevin and Ashley both have black phones. So it's nice for me to have something different that if it's laying somewhere, I know that's my phone. At Andrew's house, I know that's my phone.
Should be the same size.
It's the same size.
Yeah, I thought they were.
Yeah, it
should be a little lighter though.
I don't think
so.
so.
No, about the same?
No, I don't think it's any lighter.
I know it has a button she won't like. She doesn't like the faux button.
Well, I don't
and
like
the headphone jack.
Exactly. I don't like the fact that it doesn't have a headphone jack. Why in the world would Apple take that out of the phone? I use that all the time. I just don't understand. Kevin said they say it's for better sound quality. Whatever.
You got a little adapter now.
Yeah, whatever.
You just stick these on your headphones and just leave them on all the time.
That's fine. I just don't understand why they don't have it on here.
Because they changed it.
They changed it?
They updated it.
Not a good
It's supposed to be better. I don't know.
Okay, so can I pull these papers off here?
Yeah, pull all the plastic out. It's your phone. Do whatever you want to do. It's yours.
It's one big piece of plastic from the front to the back. Yeah, and
Apple's packaging.
I would rather have a button than a fake button. Why would you even have that on there?
Because you got to open it somehow.
Okay, so what do I have to do now? Charge it up?
You got to turn it on.
How do you?
Inside. You turn your phone on. Just like you always do. Yeah. Putting yours on the side.
Yeah, but I never turn it on or off.
Here's your new cable.
I literally don't turn it on or off.
And we backed up her phone on the cloud.
But I'm wondering how many things am I going to have to sign back into, and am I going to remember it? Like, am I going to have to sign back into Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, things like that? Huh?
Pinterest.
I look at Pinterest more than you think.
Really?
Yes, because Pinterest, I never thought it would make me so happy, but it does. It literally does. You can, I don't know, you can be gloomy and you can put, wow, it's going through all these languages.
I'm not waiting for you to touch it. Press the home screen.
You can look at,
There you go.
you can look at Pinterest and it just makes you happy, just whatever your interests are. Can't you just do all
I could.
this?
I thought you wanted to do it.
No, I don't want to do any of that. If I don't have to. But Pinterest, like, if you go to my page, Tammy Dunn, you'll see my picture. I think it's a really old picture. I don't think I've changed it. But I like to look at like vintage Christmas cards and save those, and vintage store ads. I like to, lots of Christmas. Year round, I look at Christmas. Year round, I look at fall. Now, I labeled the board fall, but it's really mainly Halloween. I just didn't want to have one for fall, one for Halloween. So, what are you doing?
I'm set to do that.
Why?
Hold up your new phone up to the camera. Oh, sorry.
Why do you have to do that? It's sending some kind of vibes.
Yeah, it's copying
like
stuff
Star
from
Trek.
one phone to the other. It's logging in. That's cool.
It really
that's
is
a new
doing it?
feature. Yeah. See, it's already
It's talking.
It's logging into your account through this phone instead of that phone. Transferred all your Wi-Fi information over and everything. That was cool.
I hope that it kept everything so I don't have to log back in. But I like to look at like vintage Halloween things, and then I like to look at like trees that are pretty, and I'll look at, I love looking at like 80s ads, like for toys. So I have a tab called it's called a board on Pinterest, Back in the Day. And it is full of all the things from my childhood, and some probably Andrew and Ashley's too. But all kinds of like the Barbies that me and my sister played with, they're on there, and just all, you would enjoy seeing, I'm sure, some of those pictures. And there's probably all kinds of, like for him, there's probably all kinds of Star Trek, or who did you like? The man.
Jean-Luc Picard.
No. The man you played with as a kid, you put cotton in his hair.
Oh, G.I. Joe.
Yeah, I'm sure there's all kinds of pictures.
The 70s G.I. Joe?
Yes, of G.I. Joes and stuff like that. But he doesn't get on Pinterest.
No, I never saw the point. I mean, it's cool to look at pictures. I would rather be on Reddit and scroll through what people posted than to do Pinterest and look at pictures people pin from a random website.
I have artwork. I have a board called Alice, and it's Alice in Wonderland.
I just never got into that.
Yeah, well, I didn't for a while. I signed up with it, and then it's like I didn't use it for a long time. And then it's like I really like it. Now, a lot of people, Ashley, I think on hers has a lot of like teacher stuff. So like she'll get ideas about teacher stuff on her boards. And also, a lot of people will get recipes. Yeah. There's tons of, now I don't think I have a recipe.
Yeah,
I don't remember how
I've seen people try to recreate stuff from Pinterest on their recipes.
Right.
Sometimes they look awful.
But I mean, there's some cool stuff on Pinterest. And it's just, I don't know. It's honestly, it's something to do while I get on there while I'm on my bike in the morning. And I have all these things that I do when I get on my bike. I'll look at YouTube, and I'll look at Instagram, and I'll look at Twitter, and I'll look at the Daily Mail. I'll look at Facebook, and then I'll look at Pinterest. I think those are the ones that I go through. And by the time I've done all that, at least 20 minutes have gone by, at least. Because I need to get through all the Daily Mail stuff, because they're 5 hours ahead of us. So their day is half over. So they've had news that's going on over there that I need to know about. So there's pictures of Catherine Middleton that I need to see.
There's our Wi-Fi is really bad in this kitchen, so it's going really slow because our Wi-Fi.
Oh, so you need to go in the bedroom and do it or something. Okay.
But just to finish up, but it's setting it up. It's setting up now.
Well,
so
I just wanted to show you. I could sit here and rattle on all day, but I wanted to show you that I did get a new phone. So hopefully,
and new headphones.
And new headphones. Well, I don't use those headphones anyway.
No, I think they're uncomfortable. They want to fall out of your ear.
I'll keep them, but I like.
You have to use the adapter, definitely.
I have a pair that I use in the bedroom, and if we go anywhere and I know I'm going to need headphones, I'll take them with me.
I don't like these. Have you ever used these in your ears?
No.
They don't stay in my ears. They're supposed to be better designed to where they stay in your ears better. They want to fall out of mine. I got big ears.
Have you used the newest ones?
Yeah, these are the newest ones.
I know, but you've tried.
I've tried them. Oh. Yeah, they fall out of my ears. They don't stay. It's got big ear holes like that.
He doesn't really. You don't really. You have perfect ears.
Thank you.
No, you really do. You know, some people have funny ears. They dip in, or they stick out, or they're too tiny, or they're misshapen. You have perfect ears.
Thank you. Okay, you're done.
I'm done?
You're done there.
Yeah, we'll see if I'm signed into anything.
Settings from your backup, continue.
I remember last time I switched phones, or they did something to my phone. They were able to take the background picture from this phone and put it on, well, my last phone, and put it on this one.
Say that.
Hey Siri.
You got it.
Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Hey Siri, how's the weather today? Hey Siri, it's me. Hey Siri is ready. That means anytime it hears, hey Siri, it's gonna be like,
trying to search
what do you want? I never use that. As a matter of fact, I get mad when she comes on here and I didn't ask her to come. Sometimes I accidentally call her somehow, and I don't mean to call her, and I want her gone. I would probably take her off if I could, because I don't use her. I would rather Google it.
Okay, we'll put your old cord and all that stuff.
Okay. Well, there's my new phone. I wanted to show you my unboxing. Today is Monday, and I'm actually going to ride along with Kevin while he does his lunchtime review. He is going to Sonic, and I'll tell you that because we like to keep it a surprise, but you're gonna know way before this video goes up. But yesterday was Guido's birthday, and he turned 14, and no, we did not do anything special for him because he wouldn't know. I mean, he can't hear, and he's funny about foods, and for him, eating that new Caesar food, which we need to buy today, eating that new Caesar food that I've been feeding him is like a birthday present, so every night. So he's very, very pleased with that. But we, in last week's vlog, I talked about us watching The Staircase on Netflix, and it's the documentary about Mike Peterson, the author, and you find out at the very beginning his wife is dead, and he finds her at the bottom of the staircase, and so he tells the police, you know, she's fallen, and the police accuse him. So it is, to me, it's riveting. I would watch it again, the whole thing again. I just thought it was so interesting. But if you have watched it, the reason I bring this up is because after you watch the whole thing, there is this little video clip called The Owl Theory, and I don't think it automatically plays. It didn't. We had to go, Kevin had to go.
I had to go to the episode list.
Yeah. And so at the very bottom of the episode list, there was this video called The Owl Theory. And it's only like 4 minutes. And I think a lot of people will miss it if you don't look at that list. So please go watch it if you haven't, because it's in regards to the Mike Peterson case. So then we saw a movie called Ready Player One, which we both enjoyed very, very much. It is about a virtual reality world called the Oasis, and there's a lot of references to old video games.
Yeah, video game culture is big in it.
Yes, that's what it's about. If you like video games and like futuristic type movies, you would really enjoy it. It was a good movie. We both enjoyed it. It was a little long. It's like 2 hours and 15 minutes or something. But
it's kind of a good story too.
Yes.
I mean, even if you don't get into the video games and stuff, it's still a decent story.
Yes. I dreamed, for no reason, that it was Christmas and the family was there to get their presents, and we had eaten and it was time to open presents, and I hadn't wrapped any of them. None of them were wrapped.
Your worst nightmare, right?
None of them were wrapped, and I said, well, all I can do is just get them and hand them to you. So I was literally handing people naked boxes, or their, you know, whatever. Like if I gave somebody a hairdryer, it was the naked box. Yes, I don't know why I would dream something like that, because I certainly have not watched anything with Christmas or Christmas presents or anything like that. I have no idea why I would dream something like that. But anyway, we're almost to Sonic, and Kevin knows what he's gonna get. He when he's been going out to eat, he will look it up online so that he can what?
He came up behind me like really fast.
Oh.
I was gonna rear end me.
We'll try to look it up, and Kevin will see, he'll look at the menu online where he has more time to decide, because you know, he doesn't know what he wants to get from these places. So that's where we're going, and then afterwards we're going to the store, because like I mentioned, we have to get basic things. Like Guido needs that Caesar food, and we need bread and milk, and I don't even have milk on the list, but things like that. They have a new game at Walmart called Chow Crown. Eat the spinning snack before the music stops. Okay, so I'm assuming you provide the food.
Yeah, it's got cheese and a strawberry and marshmallows and stuff like that, but the thing's spinning the whole time.
So you're trying to grab it.
Yeah, load the forks, catch the spinning snacks, eat them all before the song ends.
You know that's going to be popular.
It will. It'll be hilarious to watch people doing it on video. That's what it's going to be.
At Lowe's, we bought this hose cabinet, is what it's called. We have never had one of these, believe it or not, but it is to store your garden hose in. It was $32, and they had bigger ones for like $80.
The metal ones?
Yeah, they had a metal one that was, how much was that? It was like...
It was 80.
It was 80, okay.
Yeah,
but
okay, like 50.
Okay, and then the one bigger than this one was 50, and then this one was 32. So Kevin looked at it and he said that our hose, this one was for like
50 to 175.
Yeah, so we didn't need the big one.
This one was like something to 250. It's like, I don't have a 250 foot long hose.
Yeah, so we didn't need the big one. The big one looked nice, but we just didn't need it. So where are you gonna?
Well, are you near the spigot somewhere? I mean,
right.
I mean, I could probably put it on the porch if you really wanted to. I don't know how long it is.
I don't know that we want it on the porch. I was thinking it would be like right next to this grill.
That's how long, that's how far away from it.
Right. So if you put it literally right next to this grill, there's a brick in the way, but if we move that one brick.
Like, which direction? This one?
Yeah. Well, no, you want the handle out so that you can get to it.
Yeah, but then the water hose is going to be right here.
Oh, the water hose comes out of there.
Yeah.
So this hose comes with it.
Yep, it was inside.
And that's how far away you can have this from the spigot. That's how far. So we moved the grill over here, and which I think Guido just peed on it. But we might move it back.
We might be able to put it right there.
Yeah, we're just gonna see. It was sitting right there.
You know, honestly, the times we use the water hose, I could probably have the grill sitting there blocking this. It won't matter. We don't use it that often.
No, we don't. So. You're right. We very rarely use it.
So that end goes to your spigot, and this end goes over here. I don't know if you want to show this or not, but it just goes over.
Let's see. Oh, okay. I was wondering about that, what that was for.
turn the right way.
So in the winter, will you unhook it from there, or will you unhook it from the house?
I'll unhook it from here.
From the house. Okay. Then we have to get our water hose. Okay, here's the water hose that's going in there, and it is dirty.
Dirtiness.
It's dirty. It's looks like it has a few kinks in it. So you stick it through there and tighten it up. Oh, okay. I had no idea how any of this worked. And then I guess you just start rolling.
Yep.
Okay.
I have to help it. Oh.
I guess once you've done it and it learns how you want it in there, then it'll be all right.
Yeah, and this thing's supposed to go back and forth. Tends to want some. Maybe that's for you to push it back and forth.
We lost it. We don't want that to happen. Is there a way to tighten it up right there, or it just lays there? Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
So where are you gonna put the grill? You gonna put the grill back where it was, since we don't use it very often? Yeah, we literally very rarely use a hose. We don't water anything out here. So
we're not gardeners.
No, not gardeners. Yeah, that's good. So I can't show myself on camera because I've had a shower. However, I wanted to tell you, Ashley got this today. If you remember Maggie May, the little dog that we watched a couple weeks ago, her mother, on that trip that she went on the vacation, she got engaged. So she just asked Ashley to be her maid of honor, and I thought this was so cute that I had to show it to you all. And there's a donut in there, but I thought that was very, very sweet. And Ashley started crying. Ashley's very, very excited because this girl's like her very best friend. And so, yeah, I just thought that was sweet. I want to show you, this is very dark. Hold on, let's get in the light. Oh, there we go. The light, Carol Ann. Okay, let's see. It still looks dark. Okay, we can see it. This is Ashley's before hair, and you can see how long it is. Yeah, you can see how long it is.
It's like to the bottom of my bra strap right here.
And she does not like it.
It's really damaged. So if you have been watching for a long time, you know that I got a perm last July, and I hated it. I didn't hate it at first. Like, I don't know. It just was really, my hair was beautiful before. Like, it was perfect. I didn't have split ends. Like, that was not an issue. I mean, everybody has split ends, but like now I know what split ends are. Like, I would comb through my hair and people would be like, I have bad split ends. And I would look and I didn't have any. And then I permed it. Now I have split ends. And I just feel like it looks really damaged. I just feel like it looks very, very damaged. And so I'm gonna go today and see a girl that I follow on Instagram who I trust and see what she can do to fix me.
So if you pull it around to the front, how long is it? Okay, so so when you cut, how much do you think she's gonna cut off?
I don't know. I'm gonna ask her, I'm gonna say, if I gave you free reign to do whatever you wanted, what would you do? But I'm not gonna let her do whatever she wants. I'm just gonna let her tell me.
Because she might say, oh, you need short hair.
Yeah, and who knows, I might like that, I don't know.
Okay.
Hi, come here. So Mom has decided to come with me to get a trim. Turn, please. Her hair is long, and look and see it's a little uneven. I don't think she's gonna get a lot cut off. She just needs a trim because it's starting to thin out and grow a little uneven.
And when was the last time I had mine cut?
like June of last year.
Yeah.
And the last time I had a real cut was in July of last year, so.
Yeah, so next time you see me.
We're gonna look amazing.
Well, you might see me before that if I vlogged before, but you know what I mean. We'll show you what it looks like in the end. So we're in the car on the way to get our hair done. I knew you would see me again. And Ashley said something that resonated with me, and I want to know how many other women feel this way. She was telling Kevin that she was nervous kind of about going to the to get her hair cut, and I said, really? That surprised me, because she's the one that wanted to go get her hair cut.
I need it.
And she talked me into it, and so
she
it's
also
like,
needs it.
So I'm like, well, if you're so nervous, then why are you talking me into it? She said, because I need it, but she said, what did you tell me?
I told her, I said I put this much makeup on, especially going to the hairstylist, because I never feel uglier than when my hair is wet and I'm sitting in that chair and I look like a naked mole rat. Like, you never look uglier than when you're at the hairdresser. You just don't. And then they fix you and you look better. I'm
like, I feel the exact same way. When they put that sheet around your body and it's up here and it's as tight as it can get, I feel like
hideous.
Yeah, you feel hideous, you feel ugly, you feel like every wrinkle, and Ashley's not even to this point yet, every blemish and wrinkle.
I use my St. Ives.
it's just made worse when you're in that chair. It's absolutely horrible. So I wondered how many of you all felt the same way, because I don't know, you would think you're going to the beauty salon, you're gonna look beautiful, you're gonna look prettier, and while you're sitting in that chair, it is not a pretty sight.
Well, and then they comb it to where it's flat. Mm-hmm. And then they part it kind of severely. And I've never seen anybody in my life with perfectly hair and thought, wow, they look good.
Right, exactly. So that's where we're going right now. We might go to Costco first if we have a chance.
I have a coupon because my membership is expiring. So I have the membership and Mom and Dad mooch.
Right.
And so the only thing I really get there is gas. I'll go there a couple times a year and buy things like back to school time, like right now. But they sent me, I have like the executive membership or whatever. So I will go and spend that coupon that they send because I have that membership.
And she's hoping that the back to school stuff's out, because Ashley likes back to school stuff.
I love it. It's like in The Sound of Music when she's spinning around on the hills with her hands out. That's me in the back to school section at Target.
The hills are alive
with the school supplies.
yeah, that's what it is.
That's how I feel.
We just left Planet Salon, and here's Ashley.
I look like a person again.
And her hair it's very nice. It's very pretty. That's how.
Can I show yours?
Oh, you can see mine. Mine's fine. She didn't trim very much off the end at all. She like that much, literally. And she trimmed my bangs. She found a really long piece. She said, this actually belongs in your bangs. And I said, go ahead and cut it then. Because Kevin has been cutting my hair for the past year. He's been cutting my bangs. So he just cuts what I tell him to cut. So anyway, I'm very pleased with mine too.
Found a baby bunny.
Can you zoom in? This is the first time we've ever seen a baby bunny on our walk, and it's so tiny.
I hate to go up to it with a car coming because it might run
Yeah,
off.
there's a car coming right now, but I would like to be able to get close to it.
You like going now?
Huh? Wait a minute. Let me get on this side. That way, if it runs, it'll run towards the bushes. Hello, Angel. Hi, Angel. Look. Hi, baby. There it goes. It's so cute.
Where'd it go?
Do you see
it's
it?
so little I can't keep track
It's
of
up
it.
here. It's up I actually touched it.
Oh, there it is.
It wants to get back in there.
You have a baby rabbit out here.
Oh yeah?
Yes, we were filming it. It's so cute. We are on our walk and we're coming up on the houses I haven't shown you in a long time. There's a house across the street here that they've built and a house here. Both houses caught on fire at 2 different times. So they tore those down and now they've rebuilt these new ones. And they've had to rebuild them in a style that fits in with these Victorian homes. So I hadn't shown you this one in a while where they built the porch, they put steps, you can see where they're gonna put the sidewalk. They put shutters, gutters, and it looks really cute. I think it does. I think it's very, very cute. I think it will fit in with the neighborhood. This one over here, we didn't know. We thought, what color are they gonna do? And as you can see, they are doing a hunter green, and I love it. Let me see if we can get around this car. I'll show you. I think that color is perfect. And it just kind of blends in with the trees behind it. But they've waited for a while. I don't know why, but they're just starting to do it. But I like it. I'll try to show those houses to you when they're finished.
Also emptying out this auction house next
yeah,
to
this house was auctioned off. So yeah, they're working on it. So hopefully
convert it over to a single.
I don't know. Hopefully it'll be nice too when they're finished with that. But I do think that fits in with the neighborhood. I think it's going to be nice. We have a box today from Mary in Indiana. So I was not expecting this at all. This was a surprise. Kevin's already slid it open. There's a receipt in here. New. The Gummy Factory Original Gummy Fun Mix. Sour Party. This is Sour Party and Gummy Party. I've never ever seen these. I wonder if this is from a certain store.
She might say in her letter.
Okay. Well, because I've never even seen, that's a different color bag that I've ever seen. Wonder, this, let's see. Oh, okay, it says Market District. I've never heard of a store called Market District. Okay, so we have the gummies, which look at those.
This is interesting.
I can't wait to try these. And you know we love gummy things to chew on, so, and we, oh boy.
It's a different coffee.
Oh boy. Okay, look, she sent you the Nantucket blend. Kevin.
What is that one?
Okay.
Caramel.
We have Starbucks caramel. There's box tops in there.
Yeah.
Ah, thank you. Yes, I got the box tops. Thank you so much. Some of them are so tiny. Okay, so we have the Green Mountain Nantucket blend, which Kevin loves. And then we have the Starbucks caramel. And we have Starbucks Sumatra. Is that how you would say that? Sumatra?
Yeah.
So thank you so much. We will definitely enjoy these. And I'm glad you sent me the Starbucks caramel because I have not had it. And
you're afraid to buy it because if you don't like it, you're kind of
I
stuck with the whole
know.
thing.
You know, sometimes you can get like at Bath and Body Works, not Bath and Body Works. I do that all the time, and so do you. Bed Bath and Beyond. And sometimes at Bed Bath and Beyond, they'll have the packages of 3.
Those are nice.
They're really nice because then you get to try it. You're just buying the 3, and
You
it
probably
might.
pay more for them.
You probably do, but you're not stuck with a bunch of coffee.
Yeah, you're not buying an 18 pack that you drink 1 or 2 of, and you're like, I really don't like this, and you're stuck with 18 or 16 more.
Ooh. I know what this is gonna be. I know exactly what this is gonna be. You Are Here collection.
That was brown one is though.
Yes, Indianapolis. And I'm sure this is very meaningful.
We don't know any of these.
Yeah,
sites.
we don't know any of that.
Looks like some kind of.
That looks kind of oriental, doesn't it?
It's just a cart of some kind.
I know, but don't you think the shape of it and everything? And that's a boat.
That whole thing is like a carnival.
It looks so
That
cool.
looks more oriental.
Yeah, this section, I don't. Okay, let me start over here. Okay, so here's.
That's one place we've never been. So.
No. And it's not far, is it?
No.
This is the section that we were saying looks kind of oriental, so you all will have to tell us what that is. That's really cool looking, and the inside is brown. I love it.
She said you can read that.
May read on camera. Hey, Tammy and Kevin, you guys are kind of a big deal. I love watching both channels every day and look forward to Dinner with the Duns every Wednesday. You and your family are my favorite YouTubers. I've never sent anything, just always made little comments here and there and thought I'd finally send a little thanks. Besides, now you really can't forget me. I've told her before, I'll see all of her stuff on Facebook, all of her pictures and everything. I've included some coffee. The Sumatra is a dark coffee, and I'm not sure you'll like it, but it's worth a shot. Kevin will be trying that. He likes darker coffees. There are also a few box tops. I know it's not much to help a little. That's okay. Actually, they add up.
Yeah.
The gummies are new, and I found them at a store called Market District. They were $1 each, and you'll see that I bought 3 on the receipt, but only sent 2. That's because I had to try them for myself, and they were pretty darn good. Lastly, I knew I had to buy you the Starbucks mug from Indiana. I hope you all enjoy my little package, and I can't wait to see you open it. Thanks for making great content. Keep it up. From Mary Jansen in Indiana.
Thank
you so much. Yes, yeah, I've never seen these before. So these, yeah, we will be trying these very soon. And I'm wondering, it's not for that store.
No.
So I'm surprised we've never seen these at Walmart or Meijer or someplace like that.
Promotion in motion.
Yeah, so we'll have to try these very, very soon. Thank you. I love the mug. These are very hard to get now because they're switching out the You Are Here collection for the Been There. Yeah. So these are hard to find, and Kevin and I don't agree with Starbucks doing that at all because they could have had both collections out.
Yeah, so, if you were trying to collect every state of these,
right?
Well, you can't anymore.
You can't anymore. Yeah, exactly. You can't do it anymore. They could have come out with both collections, and it would have been cool. But yeah, these are hard to come by now. So
I guess they think that once you bought that, and you're not going to buy it again.
Right.
So they come out with the other one and say, now you've got another choice. But like you said, they could have done both.
They could have done both.
Because they've got 5 other kinds of mugs sitting on their shelves. Why not?
Right. Why not have both of these? Because for people like me who are really just starting out, you know, it makes it very hard. So I appreciate this very, very much. Kevin and I are taking a road trip today, and so I might, I'll probably include footage like this footage. It says Williamstown. I want to show you the water tower. I missed the one for Georgetown. We're not going to get to see it because of this truck. It's okay. We're going to miss it, honey. It's okay. Kevin's going to speed up. Please, Kevin.
There it is.
There it is. Yay, the water tower.
I had to go 85 to get there.
Well, welcome to Williamstown.
Said the Ark Encounter was back there. I don't know what that is.
You know what the Ark Encounter is?
Ark?
That's the Ark.
Oh, I didn't think it was up north. I thought it was down south.
No, that's the Ark that, yeah.
Well, there we go.
We are going to Jungle Gyms, and it's on the other side of Cincinnati, Ohio. And so I plan to vlog it. So I'm going to put that vlog footage like in a video all by itself because I think it'll be really cool. But Christina had told me that there were some really cool water towers on the way, and of course I missed the first one. It was Georgetown, and yeah, we'll get it on the way back. I wasn't even thinking about recording, so anyway, I wanted to show you that one, and then wonder when the next one will be. Florence?
No, they have a couple more places.
A couple more, okay. So stay tuned for the next water tower, because I know that that's so interesting. Here's another water tower. This is Dry Ridge. And let me see if I can zoom in on it. Oh, pretty cool. This one's kind of boring. It just says Walton. And we've passed a couple of just plain blue ones, and I haven't filmed them just because they were just plain blue water towers. But we're, what, like 20 miles away from Cincinnati now? Let's see what the sign says. Cincinnati, it doesn't say how many miles away.
This is where the interstate from Louisville averages in.
Okay. Yeah, there's two bridges. We're almost to the Florence water tower. There's a lot of traffic right here. There's 4 lanes, and there's constantly ramps coming in. There's the Florence water tower. And Kevin and I were talking about how we used to take church trips on the church bus to go to Kings Island, and anytime you would see that water tower, you would know you were close. Yeah, you're getting there, and then the next thing I would look for would be the bridge, the big bridge. So when we get to the...
Well, we're now going down towards the bridge.
Oh, are we? Yeah. It's a little way, isn't it?
It is a little ways down, but you're almost always going downhill from here.
Oh, okay. So when we get to the bridge, I'll show it to you, because there's a lot as you're driving into Cincinnati. There's so much to see. It's neat just to see all the buildings. So, but there is a lot of traffic up here too.
Well, the bypass is up here for the airport and stuff. It'll clear out a little bit once we get past that.
Oh, good. I like it when people leave. So right now we're backed up in traffic, and it's not far up from what I was just showing you a while ago. I was hoping I could show you how backed up we were, but we're gonna move a little bit. Maybe you'll see some of the traffic up ahead of us. Anyway, we're stopped pretty much on the interstate. We've stopped completely like once, but then we're moving, but we're going really, really slow. So I don't know what the deal is right now. If we figure it out, I'll let you know, but that's where we're at now. There's another water tower. For some reason, we just started speeding up. We never saw anything. We never saw, like, there wasn't any wreck or anything like that. It's just like we started going again. So it's a steep grade.
Yeah, it's pretty steep going down to the road.
Next 2 miles.
It's steep and curvy.
And you said you didn't like it, right?
I just don't like it because people try to get over, and you gotta put your brakes on to slow down.
And the speed limit's only 55.
Yeah, people don't obey that at all.
That is amazing. You turn the corner and it's there. That is awesome. Baby, if you've ever wondered.
I'm pretty sure right there is...
Kevin, slow down. Slow down.
That right there is the baseball field. With the little curved lines on top of it.
spotted this green water tower. It's kind of far off from the road. It's not that far off, I guess. So how much further?
It says we only have 15 miles total, so, or 9 miles total.
9 miles. There's the sign for IKEA, and there's IKEA. Oh my gosh. We've never been to IKEA. There it is though. That's a long drive from us, just so you all know. That is a long drive.
That is a 114-mile drive for us.
Yeah, so I don't know if we'll be stopping there on the way back or not. I guess it depends on how long we spend in this place, this store that we're going to. Hey, they have a Chewy's. Chewy's Tex-Mex.
I know that place.
Holtman's. There's a place over here called Main Event. And it looks like they do something cool over there. Smoky Bones.
I think we looked at that.
Panera. There's a cinema. So now where we go?
Down here, and then we're going to stay on this road for a little bit, and then we're going to get on an exit ramp and go.
We have to get back on an exit ramp?
No, we're going to drive on this road for a little bit, and then we have to go on a different road after this.
So after going through all of that busy traffic, you get off on like this, it's more like a country road. We were on like a 2-lane road, and now there's this one. It's still 2 lanes really. The middle lane you don't use, but it's weird to go through all that traffic and then to get off on a road like this. But it's supposed to be, it's not too far. It's not too much further. Kevin says 2 miles away. We keep going.
I know, just making sure nobody turns in front of me.
But yeah, it's odd that it's on this road. But I think we'll know it the minute we see it, because I think there's lots of stuff out front. I see a big blue elephant up here. I saw it when we were coming around the curve, and it looks like there's a snake on a building.
How do I get in there?
Jungle Gyms. It says it right there.
So this is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and then where that road's closed to traffic, so you have to.
We're here! Jungle Gyms! Yay! Yeah, and it's right over there, because it's the one with the snake on it.
There's a snail.
Oh, how cool! A little snail. Okay, so we're here. Jungle Gyms Pharmacy. Oh my gosh. So if you all want to see this video, I'm going to have it in a completely separate video. They better be open.
Is this actually Jungle Gyms right here?
I think so. I don't know. Yeah, you know what? I don't think it is. But it has a snake on it. Oh my gosh, I thought that was it.
I'm just going to pull up.
Okay. I swear I thought this was it.
That is the monorail.
They have a monorail?
Yeah, that's the monorail that goes around. I think it's this. I think it's back there in the middle.
Okay, we're gonna find Jungle Gyms, and I'm gonna start that vlog. I think this is the biggest American flag I've ever seen in my life. I mean, that is a truly big flag, and it's at Camping World. It's funny because Kevin and I hope I'm not zoomed in right now. Kevin and I got some free Camping World t-shirts a couple of years ago. Oh, is there?
Yeah.
We got some across a couple of years ago, and I wear it all the time, but I've never actually been to Camping World in my life. Never actually been camping in my life. So I should tell you, I filmed in Jungle Gyms. Don't know if I did a good job. I certainly did not film everything. I mean, there's no way you could. This United Dairy Farmers over here, we don't have those in Kentucky as far as I know. Anyway, so So that's what, we've been in there for like 3.5 hours. And we bought lots and lots of goodies, which you all will see if you watch the haul video. So hopefully you'll watch it, and you will have to watch the video. And if you're from that part of the country, like I remember we filmed in Holland, you'll have to tell me stuff that I should have totally bought. But you know, stuff was just really expensive. Like $5 for each candy bar, that adds up really quick, because I usually try to get more than one, you know, just so I can try the brand a little bit, and so it just adds up. So we'll have to come back at some point, but I do think we got a lot of good stuff. I'm very, very, very happy with what we bought. We probably saw this water tower from the other side before. I thought I would get it again. Wonder where those smokestacks were.
No, we weren't on this road before.
Oh, we weren't on this road. No.
They were over there.
I missed this water tower at the very beginning of our trip because I just wasn't thinking about it. But this is the water tower for Georgetown, Kentucky. And this is the first one that we passed. Well, Michael sent us a box from, I'm going to show you, Usinger's Fine Sausage, and they are in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and I want to show you how this comes. There it is, a package of dry ice, and or it's in a cooler. Maybe it's not dry ice. Maybe it's just in a cooler.
Maybe this was dry ice and it all evaporated, if I had to guess.
So,
really
is it just that box, and then I'll move this one out of your way?
Give me a second. Well, it's okay.
Yeah, and then I'll move this out of your way. There we go.
I think it was dry ice in there, and it just evaporated because it's hot outside.
Okay, so what did Michael send us? We're very excited. Oh, wow.
That must be instructions.
Okay.
Oh, they're very cold still. They're super cold, so.
Okay. This is the chorizo Spanish brand sausage made in the USA. This is the beef frankfurters. Looks like somebody's going to be cooking out on the grill a lot. Spicy cilantro chicken sausage. Italian sausage. We usually love Italian sausage. Chicken apple sausage. These are just old world style wieners. These are linguiça, Portuguese style. Ooh, and they're really cold.
Well, some of these are frozen down at the bottom.
These are
chicken sausage.
Chicken cordon bleu. Chicken sausage with Canadian style bacon and Swiss cheese.
You see chicken cordon bleu?
Right there.
Oh, I didn't see it. Ooh, these are really cool.
Roasted garlic and herb chicken sausage. I didn't even realize they had all these. And he sent me the website and I could look at it, but I swear I don't remember some of these. Chicken and andouille sausage. Italian chicken sausage with mozzarella cheese. Polish sausage. You see this huge pile of sausage here that my goodness. Landjagger snack sticks. I know I said that wrong.
Hickory sticks.
Hickory.
And Summeroni.
Oh my.
Wait,
okay.
There's 2 more things.
Okay. And those are in bottles. What in the world?
Honey mustard sauce.
Okay. We like honey mustard.
And this looks like a
This is something in a glass jar.
Slow cooked mustard.
Slow cooked mustard. So thank you so much, Michael.
That is a lot. Thank you. I know how much you paid for all that.
Yeah, so when you all don't see any meat in our hauls, it's because we have all this.
And it made it here fine. It's good and cold.
Yes,
still.
very good and cold. So I would definitely trust their shipping. But you will see a lot of videos coming out on this, hopefully soon. We're here again to talk about Big Brother, what's gone on. We, once again, are not watching the after hours feed.
Right.
So I know a lot of you are seeing things happen that we never see happen. So you all probably know these people much, much better than we do. But we thought we would talk about it a little bit anyway. Since we last saw you, Scotty put up Winston and Brett for eviction, and I really was surprised at the way that Winston acted.
Yeah,
I thought he acted ugly.
Yeah, he acted all mad and angry about it, and it's like, you know, you're only shooting yourself in the foot, you know, when you act like that. You know, you just gotta, I mean, yeah, you can be upset about it, but you can't go off and start saying stuff. So
you can't show people. And he went to Scotty and talked down to Scotty, and you know what, that I wouldn't want to be put up either, but that's the game, and everybody's gonna have to be put up. So if Scotty hadn't put up Winston, he would have just put up, you know, then who else do you want to go in your place then? So it's a game, and you know, Scotty's playing the game. And so they had a veto competition, and that was fun to watch.
it was, because Brett almost had it, and stupidly he wasn't watching his time, so he ran out of time.
What they did was they had cups, and they were like champagne glasses, like rubber champagne glasses, and they had to stack them into a pyramid. And I mean, it was a big pyramid. But first, they had to spin around. You know the game where like you lean over on a baseball bat and you spin and spin and spin? Well, they did this, except they were spinning on something up in the air, but they would twirl around. And
15 times.
I have never seen anybody twirl as fast ever as Scotty did.
He was whipping around.
Was that not the most amazing thing?
It probably kept her from getting dizzy whipping around that fast.
It was the most amazing thing. I think they should replay that, because
he was twitching his body around, and
it was amazing
crazy
to watch him, truly. And I'm not a huge Scotty supporter or anything like that, but I mean, it was just amazing to watch. But so then they had, after they got really good and dizzy, then they had to go try to put these champagne glasses into a pyramid. And it was hard. I would have never gotten through it.
Yeah, especially after spinning and getting dizzy.
And Rockstar, Angie, she was almost getting sick. She was, she was gagging. I don't know why you would gag.
If you get dizzy enough, it makes you sick.
But she was almost starting to gag from it. But ultimately, I was very surprised. Were you surprised?
I don't think Winston's social games is good.
Yeah, Winston went home.
Yeah.
Winston was evicted.
I think Brett is more friendly and sociable with other people. I think they get along with him better. I don't know why, because he seems like a big jerk, you know.
He seems fake to me. When he stood up and he was saying that about
the whole poem and all that stuff.
About the girls and stuff like, and he's the one that last week I talked about how he sat there in his blue jean jacket with no shirt on underneath, and I don't know, he just, I don't think I would get along with him, that type of person.
But, you know, we're just seeing one piece of it. So.
Right, he might be a really, really great guy. So if you're watching behind the scenes and you're seeing a big difference between Winston and Brett, then you can tell us if you want what that is. But
I do think it's funny that the people in the alliance, you know, the alliance of 6 that were on Winston and Brett's side, they voted Winston out. The other side wanted to keep Winston and get rid of Brett. I think they saw that Brett was a better social player and could probably manipulate things a little bit better. They wanted to keep Winston around because they didn't think he was as good as
they wanted to keep Brett around.
No, they wanted to keep Winston. The other side
wanted to keep Winston
because I think they knew that he wasn't as good social game wise as Brett was.
Right.
And the alliance said, no, Brett's going to be much better at pulling in people from the other side. So
right.
That's what I think.
Well, the last thing we saw, which was last night, which was Thursday night, they started the head of household competition. And I'm sure if we got online, we could, because Kevin before has found out.
Oh, I found out, yeah.
Do you know now?
No, I haven't looked
this year. But you've in the past.
I have in the past. I haven't looked this year.
They're doing a challenge.
An endurance.
An endurance competition, which I like. But they're on a wall. And it's just a wall. They've done it 100 times. And they lean them forward and back, and they shoot paint on them, and they shoot
spray water
on them and stuff like that to see who can stay up in the air, basically holding on to a ledge as long as possible. So that's where we ended off. That was all Big Brother for this week.
Yeah, it wasn't too much drama really, except for Winston acting like a jerk.
Right. And yesterday you saw where we went to Jungle Gyms. Hopefully I have the video out by the time you're seeing this. If I don't, then it's coming soon. But we had a really good time.
Yeah, it was fun.
We didn't have any incidents there or back with traffic. There were a couple.
Not too bad. A couple little slowdowns here and there.
Right, but it is a fun store.
Yeah, it is.
And they were busy. I mean, it was like people were doing their regular grocery shopping there. People that live around there. I thought that I was expecting more like of a specialty store when we went in there. Like only people would go in there that were buying for restaurants or something. I don't know what I was thinking. But people were buying, people were buying their regular groceries in there. And it was a busy shopping center too.
It was. I mean, where else do you go where you spend 3 hours in the store? I don't think we go to the mall and spend 3 hours.
No, we don't. But I had a really good time.
It was fun. It was good. It was interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, would I want to go back next week?
All the time. No, I wouldn't want to go back all the time either.
No, because it's just way too busy, and for us, it's too long of a drive. Even if I lived in that area, I don't know that I would go there all the time just because it's so crowded and busy. But we got out pretty quick. The checkout, we got checked out really fast.
I think if I lived in the area, I would go more often. And Ashley said a 2-hour drive is nothing for her. And I was talking to Mish Mish, and she told me she's in Michigan, and she said it would be like, I think she said like 3 hours for her. She said, she said 2 hours. She said, that's nothing for me.
Yeah.
But the common thread between Ashley and Mish Mish is they both like to drive.
Yeah.
They both actually really enjoy doing that. And Kevin, by the time we got home, he was sore.
My back was sore.
Yeah. And you were like moving around in the car.
Yeah, your shoulders get stiff, and I mean, if you're not used to sitting for that long. Of course, I sit at the computer for that long. You would think
It's just different.
It's different because you got your arms up and you're holding the steering wheel.
And you're doing what you want on the computer. You're
Yeah,
getting something to
that's true.
drink or what you're turning or whatever. It is a long drive for us. But yeah, she said that would have been nothing for her. But I wish more than anything that we could have gotten frozen stuff.
Yeah,
because
that's my screams and
they
stuff.
had both of the new toaster strudels that I've been wanting, both of them. They had the Halo Top, the gingerbread house that we never got here. They had all kinds of ice creams that we don't get here, but I wanted to try. So next time I might try the dry ice route because Andrew can hook me up with some dry ice. So I mean, I still have to pay for it, but I can order it through Andrew probably. So I will probably try to do that next time because I think that would be cool. And Mish was saying, you should have kept the dry ice from last time you got a delivery. And I told her what Andrew said. You're never supposed to store dry ice in your regular freezer.
Right.
And she didn't know that. She said, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What?
Something about it, the chemicals or something. I don't know.
He said that it would ruin. Yeah, he said it would ruin if you put dry ice in your regular freezer. He said it would ruin it. That you're not supposed to ever do that.
I don't know. I have no idea.
So she said she didn't know that either. So, but anyway, I just wanted to let you know we did have a really good time.
Yeah,
it was a lot of fun. So I hope you have already watched those videos or will watch them whenever they come out. And we'll see you next week.